Hi, I am Laura Jane, the Rawtarian from Rawtarian.com, and I just wanted to provide you with a really quick overview and introduction and welcome to the world of raw food. And I wanted to just start with a bang and let you know that you don't have to do everything perfectly, you don't have to get all of the equipment, you don't have to read every article there is to know, but what you do need to do, and what I encourage you to do today, if possible, is to make your first raw food recipe if you haven't done so already. I'm going to give 3 choices in this video depending on what kind of equipment that you have. As you may know already, a raw foodist who has been raw for a long time and has all the equipment will tend to have a blender, a food processor, and perhaps even a dehydrator, which will make things crispy. But I'm going to guess you don't have all those things today, and that's okay. First of all, if you have a blender, I really encourage you to make a green smoothie. And what a green smoothie is, it's just a really nice, fruity, thick, filling drink that is about 2/3 fruit and 1/3, or even a little less than 1/3, greens. So it looks green, but it still tastes extremely sweet. So if you do have a blender, I encourage you to make a green smoothie. If you have a food processor, I encourage you to make one of my most popular recipes, which is my brownie recipe, which is very, very easy. In your food processor, which is essentially a big container with a large blade in it, similar to a blender, you're gonna place some walnuts and some dates and some cacao powder, and you're gonna make a chocolatey brownie. And then you're going to basically dump that mixture down into a pan and squish it and just put it in the fridge, and it's gonna harden up into a really nice batch of brownies for you. So brownies, if you love chocolatey things and you have a food processor, I would encourage you to make that first. So you could make your green smoothie or brownies. So those are 2 great options if you have a blender or a food processor. Now, what happens if you don't have either of those things? Well, I would encourage you to make one of my many dessert recipes that are raw and vegan but don't require any equipment at all. And usually if we're going to start with a dessert recipe, that might be something like, I have a really nice sesame seed bar recipe, which basically how that works is you have a nice big bowl and you're going to throw in a bunch of ingredients and stir them together, and then press that mixture down into a pan and put that in the freezer to solidify. So those are some really nice introductory options for you to explore with raw food. And again, I just want to encourage you to not put it off, because I get a lot of amazing emails and contact from all of you beautiful people. And I know some of us tend to want to do things really perfectly the first time. And so we delay our start because we want to do it right and we want to have all the good equipment and everything. But I think that if you're interested in raw food and you are watching this video, then I think if you could just select one of those recipes and try as soon as possible, even if it might be today, or maybe life is too busy today, or you're at work right now, and maybe you could try that this weekend. So again, you can get all of those recipes for free at Rawtarian.com. And remember, I talked about brownies, so just do a search for brownie. I talked about the green smoothie, and I also talked about sesame seed bars, or have a variety of other recipes that don't require any equipment as well. So I hope this video has been really helpful for you. Again, I'm encouraging you to just start small. And again, you don't have to go completely raw, but what you should do if you're interested in raw food is try to make one raw recipe as soon as you can. So I'm Laura Jane from Rawtarian.com, where I specialize in simple, satisfying raw food recipes. And I really am looking forward to hearing all about how your first raw food recipe went. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll talk to you soon.